great job.
From a personal point of view, obviously you're going to have to build things over the next little bit. And my grandma, my nanny used to always say, if you're going to guess or reveal a woman's age, take it down by 15. and she might be right with you.
This will be interesting. Go on.
Hang on.
Which way are you going to word this, Karl? What are you getting at?
No, I'm just saying.
You are. Let it out, Karl. Just say it.
You've been around a while now.
Yeah. Oh, you're digging yourself a bigger hole here, Karl.
Okay, you're 51, and you want to get things done sooner rather than later. How long will you stay on the treadmill for?
As long as the legs keep going. I've got no knee problems. I've got no arthritis. So, listen, don't worry. I've told my staff, all right, if I become like a Joe Biden, tap me on the shoulder. So that's all been worked out. It's in my will.
You'll just keep punching away, though?
I will keep punching away as long as I'm making a difference. I don't have an ego, Karl. At the end of the day, it's who can do the job to turn the country around. And we haven't got much time left to actually make that difference. It's taken me 30 years because it's next month or the 2nd of March that I was first elected to Parliament 30 years ago. It's taken me a lot to gain the confidence of the Australian people. Things that I said back then, I was ridiculed, I was, bashed around, they were called racist, xenophobic, all the rest of it. She hasn't got the education, she's this, she's that, and everything else. The fact is that now people have changed their opinion. I have people coming up and give me a hug and saying hello to me, and they're saying, I owe you an apology. And I said, oh, what for? I was one of the ones, the university students, I was one of the ones who actually protested against you. I didn't understand your message then, I do now. So we've got a lot of the people now who realise that what my message was and what I have been trying to tell them. So a lot of that I said then against multiculturalism. Isn't it funny now, even Howard, other leaders around the world are saying now multiculturalism hasn't worked. We are multiracial, but at the end of the day, we must be Australian.
I think people oscillate. I mean, depending on where you are in the country, people oscillate between Pauline Hanson, I'm so loyal to, I love her passion, and they have great devotion to you. They're proper,
Yeah.
And the other flip side of it is that she's batshit crazy. What's the reality? Where is the Pauline Hanson on that scale?
You know what, Karl? You want to come shopping with me sometime. I thought I'm going to duck in for 20 minutes, 2 hours later, because I'm getting pulled up with photographs or, people talk to me, ask me about policy. And that's out in the general public. That the support is astonishing that I have. I don't get the hatred from these people. And these people who do, they've got closed minds. They have no idea. These are the people that don't want the system to change because they're profiting out of it. And if you really love this country, you will listen to what I have to say. What is wrong with calling for equality for all Australians? To make, the kids out there resilient, to build prosperity so our future generations will be able to have the services that they require, to look after the aged, the sick, the homeless.
There'll be a lot of young people watching now on TikTok and YouTube, and your questions are coming through thick and fast, and I'll get to those in just a second. But what would you say to young people in this country? Because it's easy to bag them, right? And I think a lot of them don't have a voice. They don't know how to articulate it, and there's not an audience for it, that can be amplified. When we look at the price of houses, interest rates, the cost of goods and services, it'd be overwhelming for a kid. How do they make it in this country?
That's not just the kids in this country that are facing that. We've got pensioners, we've got people that middle income workers are actually dealing with the same issues of what you just explained for it. The cost of housing has skyrocketed in our country. Why? Because foreign investment in Australia is allowed to happen. And we've got thousands upon thousands of houses. Since I think it was 2017, about 62,000 houses have been bought up by foreign investors. They're supposed to fill out a form that states that they actually have to say whether they live in it or whether it's vacant. Of that, only 8,500 have put those forms in. The government's done nothing about it. I want to stop foreign housing, ownership of our foreign housing. I want to stop foreign students buying up the houses as well and living them here. Those houses should be for the Australian people, plus our farming sector as well, should not be bought up by foreign investment in the country. You look at the mass migration, that's another impact on our housing in Australia. In 1 year, 739,000. What we've been bringing in lately is 1,560 people a day into the country. Unsustainable. Then you look at, our universities. A lot of Australians don't have the opportunity to go to universities because they're selling the places to foreign students. Why? They should be for our Australian kids first and foremost. So there's a lot of things there. What have we done to support the trades in Australia? Nothing. I tried to get that policy up. Initially, the coalition did, and to get tradesmen and women. We shouldn't be bringing in these people from overseas. We should be ensuring that our kids are trained to take on these positions, whether they want to be in the trades or whether they want to go on to academic levels.
I think the level of migration has certainly worked its way into popular thought. There's got to be a balance there somewhere, right? I mean, you ran a small business, a number of small businesses. There's a bunch of workers coming in from overseas now that are needed. There's